How are we cooking this week? Me and Lewis are back once again.
Yeah, we had a break.
Little break.
The shirt hasn't changed, but yes, we have had a break between shoots.
Yeah, Lewis is just kind of kicked in the studio for a full couple of weeks, just, biding his time, waiting for the next Grand Prix. To be fair, it has been a 3-week break since the Brazil Grand Prix.
Yeah.
We did get that one out a little bit late, but that's my bad, my fault. It's fine.
It is.
Look, we're keeping you fresh. You haven't forgot the voices now.
Yeah.
So, keeping it fresh, moving swiftly on
to F1 with the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
The Clown GP is back once again for the year.
No, the Miami is the really bad one. Vegas last year was decent.
But Vegas is more like a circus.
It is a circus.
It is.
The strip and everything.
The F1 Big Top is back for another year.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to it after a very, very, very eventful and dramatic Brazilian GP.
Yep, a lot to...
Where we had more red flags than I have fingers and toes.
A lot to live up for, though.
Yeah, it does have a lot of... We're starting it off strong.
Right.
We do have a lot to live up to from the Vegas GP.
But...
However, we do going into this next Grand Prix with a significant swing in the championship fight.
As in, more or less, Verstappen can win the title this weekend.
That is how much of a championship fight this championship fight is, where Verstappen can win it with 3 races left. 2 races left.
Looking at the stats down below me.
Definitely not a Sky Sports F1 post.
It's not. It's the regular F1 post.
Definitely the F1 account post.
It basically... If Verstappen finishes in front of Norris...
Yeah, exactly. Or if Norris doesn't score.
If Norris finishes 9th or lower, and Verstappen finishes below... Basically, Norris just has to finish ahead of Verstappen to push it onto Qatar.
In which case, it will definitely be confirmed in Qatar. Unless Verstappen DNS.
In the sprint race, which will just wind me up so much.
Yeah. No, it might not be in the sprint race.
It'll probably be in the sprint race.
It depends how many points Norris outscores. If
Norris has
wins
not
and
managed...
Verstappen comes 5th, it won't be confirmed in the sprint race.
Verstappen outscored, did the same amount of points, deficit. He outscored Norris by 8 points, which is the same Norris had managed to do over the last few races.
It's most he's done since Miami.
Yeah, Verstappen...
Not Miami. Australia. Verstappen DNF'd the 10-point gap. That's the most he's ever increased in him since Australia.
No, Verstappen's held the title lead after Australia.
Yeah, but that's the most Norris.
Yeah.
10 points.
So Verstappen, it's just a matter of time of when and where and who.
Yeah. To say I was ever nervous at all would be a very overstatement, because I was never once nervous that the title would be gone. But
were you? You can't even the down bit. You were sat there.
When Red Bull when they got a bit quaky, I was a bit like, ooh.
After Hungary, it was when Verstappen had his complete meltdown, which ended in him...
When Hungary came about, and I was a bit, maybe, getting a bit angsty.
But looking at that point swing, that is, 62 points? That is...
Well, Lewis can do... Well, Lewis can do... Yeah, Lewis and Harvey talk speed and sport. Lewis does mathematics. There we go. That's his title for this one.
It's 62 points.
It's not really much kind of kicking off, really.
Well, there is a constructors' fight still going on.
Constructors' fight going on.
Which could...
I find that. Should you just have a little ramble while I find that? That's week. Remind you from what happened.
The constructors' title is not on that.
That is a constructors' title. You look at constructors' titles right there.
Yeah.
Red Bull 2 McLarens.
That will not be it, but it's not on that list. You won't find it.
They definitely won't be in there.
Yeah, you won't find it there. There's not an image of it. So you'll be editing this bit. So after Harvey...
There is an image of it right behind Lewis now.
I apologise, there is an image. I didn't think there was.
Exactly.
Now you...
Shush.
I've been shushed.
Shush.
There's still a constructors' title fight.
There is a constructors' title 2 fight.
However, I think McLaren might be able to just...
I think Ferrari... do you know what? That would be the biggest,
that would be like...
That would make my day. If Ferrari win the title, I'll love it.
From under McLaren's nose, that would be the biggest, robbery.
Yeah.
That would be...
Loving it. Can we have a Ferrari 1-2 again?
That would be like McLaren pulled off an Ocean's 11 style heist. They've got all the money on the train, and Ferrari have just commonly gone and swept it up.
Can we have a Ferrari 1-2 this weekend and the McLaren 5-8?
What?
Just to kind of swing it, because what? Let's do the maths. The maths.
Well, we can agree that whilst Harvey's on about it, Red Bull are out the constructors' equation.
Yeah.
I do not see a universe where they get the constructors. But McLaren and Ferrari, rolling it back to like 2008.
Yeah. So if the Ferrari get 44 points this weekend, why have they calculated for 44? So if they get 44 points and McLaren get 14, that's 30-point swing. That puts them.
That will put it really close together for the last two races and a sprint.
Put them within like 20 points reaching distance.
But yeah, we'll go on to who do you think will win at Vegas?
Vegas.
Yeah, who do you think will win?
I'm predicting a Charles Leclerc win at Vegas.
You're predicting a Charles Leclerc win. I'm thinking.
I've been shouting this whole time. I apologise.
Yeah, I'm thinking Oscar Piastri win.
Oscar Piastri at Vegas.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm seeing a Charles Leclerc win or a George Russell win.
We both don't seem to think Verstappen will be able to take on his.
I think he'll have pace. Just don't think he'll have that consistent pace to kind of win.
Okay, he could probably shock us and win.
I'm seeing a Verstappen podium,
but
definitely.
I'm seeing a Piastri win. And now the big question is: do you think Verstappen will win the title this weekend?
I'd love to see it go to Abu Dhabi.
I think he'll win this weekend.
I think he will win this weekend. Tell you what,
if he wins this weekend, at least he's winning in a very normal way. His last two title wins were at a sprint race and that Japan race where everyone was confused about whether he won the title or not.
Even he didn't know if he'd won.
Yeah, so this weekend he will win and everyone will know he's won and everyone can celebrate and be like, yay.
You know, I feel like championship win in Vegas could be celebrated the same as Abu Dhabi just because of the way that Americans do things.
Yes. It'll be a good place to win.
If it does go to Abu Dhabi, I promise
which it won't because you have to get through Qatar.
Yeah, but if it does go to Abu Dhabi, I promise you this, right? The podcast you see for Abu Dhabi, what we're sat here, it will be done as a live race reaction with mine and Lewis.
Is it now?
There, we're watching the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. All the bias will be kicked out for me. I'll be full on biased. I'll be Dutch for the day.
I won't be.
He won't, but he'll still be him.
Yeah.
He'll be with the Haas cap.
Yeah. That's everything. Now we both think Verstappen. Actually, you didn't answer. Will Verstappen win the title this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both think he will. I'm saying Piastri, you're saying Leclerc. So the only other bit of news in F1 over the 3-week break, F1 Live. Explain, Harvey. What is it?
How do I want to explain this? Serious or my interpretation?
Serious. Yeah, go serious to start with, and then your opinion.
Okay. So, facts and figures. So, F1 75, quite simply, 75 years of F1. That is right, actually, that makes sense. 75 years of F1. Instead of how you do the traditional livery reveal, each team bang, separate dates. Colt Live O2 Arena.
O2.
That's it. O2 Arena in London. They're going to have every single team like a big catwalk of just livery reveals.
Yeah. Now, do you like that idea?
No, I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Agreed.
Why the bloody hell making a show about it? I like the fact that
I like the staggered liveries.
Yeah, the suspense. It's a bit like, it allows you to gather.
Well, it gives you news coming up. It's like, this livery's been revealed. Now you got to wait till it gets you through.
We've now lost a solid 5 weeks worth of content.
Yeah.
We've had 5 weeks worth of content. That's what I'm most pissed off.
Touring car will pop off. That's where it's
Touring
at.
car best pop off.
That's what we're doing for
but
that.
If not, we've got 5 weeks worth of content to fill in an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you best get your camera fingers ready, because, yeah. I'm in very much in Verstappen's boat and Norris's boat, surprisingly, where they've both kind of gone. Verstappen said, I'm going to be ill that week.
Yeah, I don't think the drivers like it. It's too media-y. And they sold tickets, and I think most of them are reserved for sponsors. And
yeah, most tickets sold out within seconds, and they would have cost an arm and a leg to go to as well.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah.
But that is everything with F1 this week, is it not?
That is everything.
Over the 3-week break. Very lacklustre 3-week break.
Apart from the GB, whatever it's called, GPDA Association thing.
Yeah, but we spoke about that at the end.
Russell said that hasn't been viewed by the FAA. That was expected. Apart from that, I think that is it for the week.
So we'll be back for the F1 bit next week after Verstappen's champion. But moving on to where many things have happened in the British Touring Car
We're
Championship.
going to natter about touring cars, I think.
A big natter about touring cars because many things have happened.
We have a lot to natter about touring cars, so make sure you're watching, you're checking all the socials. Do you remind them of the socials?
At @Talkspin on TikTok,
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
and Talk SNS.
SNS on X. You've heard my rant enough about X. X, sort yourselves out. I'm sick of not having my full name.
Yeah,
it's very nice, you know. I forgot the name. You know what? Yeah, we'll run with that. Lots of the socials, but that is it for.
But back after the short break.
Short break. Well, you say short break. I could be watching this next week, knowing me.